Hey, because well, Lee Perry, Bob Marley. Is it for you? Because there's so many reggae, so much reggae. Is it for you? Do you like one style more, or is it for you?
There are so many different styles of reggae, you know, from rocksteady to one drop to roots to steppers to lovers to bashment to reggaeton, you know, dub. There's a million types of reggae, and I love it all.
Still do after all these years?
Yeah, I love reggae. I love it with a passion, you know, and I live and I grow around it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's the only music that elates me and makes me feel good, you know. Rock music annoys me and makes me feel angry and irritated, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I like jazz and I like soul music, but reggae does something else, you know. It lifts me.
It's for you because there's one myth. I don't know if it's true, but I would like to present it to you. Maybe you can.
I'm going to scotch this myth.
Maybe you can debunk it or not. I read somewhere that you got £4,000 from compensation money after a bar fight when you were 17, and from that money you bought the instruments for UB40.
This is very true.
It's very true. Do you still recall why you had the fight? What happened?
It was completely unprovoked. I was 17 years. It was my 17th birthday, so I shouldn't have been drinking anyway. I shouldn't have been in a pub, and I was standing outside the pub with a group of friends. Well, two friends. One of them was Earl Faulkner, who's the bass player in UB40 now. And a group of men came out, and one pushed a pint mug in my face, and cut my eye in half and my ear in half, and I had 90 stitches in this side of my face.
You still can. Well,
it was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Done.
Yeah, I was very lucky because there was a consultant, a real big eye consultant in Birmingham at the time, who was lecturing at the Birmingham University, and when he heard about my plight, he came over and stitched me up and saved my eye, basically. But about 3 years after that, or getting on for 3 years after that, I got criminal injuries compensation, which I didn't apply for it. My older brother did, because my older brother was working as a legal executive.
The Folk, one of the Folk brothers.
One of the Folk brothers, the oldest one, David, who also managed UB40 for 2 years when he came out of prison. But while he was a legal executive, he put in a claim for criminal injuries and £4,000, which in 1979, you know, was a great deal of money, especially to us, because I was living on £7.90 a week at the time.
So, but how come? So, but what did you buy then? Do you still recall those instruments?
Yes, we bought everything wrong. We got this money. £1,000 went to my two brothers to start a second-hand car business, and the rest of the money we went into town in Birmingham and we bought stuff. We were conned into buying
obsolete
echo decks and PA columns that were for bingo instead of, you know, we just bought, because we didn't know what we were buying, we didn't know what we needed, you know. So we did waste a lot of the money, but it was the first time that we could actually go out and buy some things, you know, for the band instead of stealing them, you know.
But do you still have them, those instruments?
No,
maybe
no.
In some UB40 museum, maybe?
Well, no, the first keyboards that we had was a stylophone, which is a little child's toy, like this, and we used to put that through an amp, and that was our first keyboard, you know. Okay. So no, we've got good instruments now, you know.
That's good.